I have never seen Megamind. Bro, how? Why haven't you seen Megamind? It's so iconic. Did you even have a childhood? And I didn't think that was a big deal. As a kid, this is what I thought. Oh, it's just a silly superhero movie. I bet no one will even remember it in a few years. And I was fucking wrong. Memes are underappreciated, I would say, when considering why a piece of media seems to just never drop in popularity. Take SpongeBob, for example, an iconic cartoon that many of us grew up laughing at. There is a very high chance that you haven't seen a SpongeBob episode in years, but spend enough time on the internet and you'll have trouble trying to avoid that yellow face. Another example is Breaking Bad, an amazing show that aired years ago, but is still extremely popular now because of memes, even if they're weird. But with all memes that come from media, there's always one thing in common. The source material is usually good. Breaking Bad is a great show, SpongeBob is a great cartoon, and even Never Gonna Give You Up is unironically a good song. And that's how these memes start in the first place, with dedicated fans who love the product a little too much. Which brings us to Megamind, a movie that has more memes than I have cousins, and I'm Mexican, bro. So I'm finally gonna watch Megamind to decide if this movie truly deserves its meme status. I turned it on and the movie instantly started with Megamind's backstory, and it's honestly kinda sad. I mean, he just watched his parents die, and as he thought he was gonna have a good life from now on, he got fucked over by another baby. That baby would grow up to be Metro Man. He would live a life of luxury and be praised as a hero. Megamind, however, would land in a prison, would live a terrible life, and grow up to be a hated villain. And this is when I realized I was in for a good watch. See, some of my favorite characters in fiction are ones that are morally gray, meaning they're not really good or evil, they just have complex motivations. Classic examples are Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars, Walter White from Breaking Bad, and Paul Atreides from Dune. Anyone who's seen these three things knows that these characters take the spotlight of the scene, and they're probably the best written character in the series. My favorite character ever, Eren from Attack on Titan, is the ultimate description of this character. I could even go deeper and say that one of my favorite childhood characters, Gru from Despicable Me, is also morally gray. Funny enough, I found out that Despicable Me came out the same year as Megamind, so now I kinda regret not giving this movie a shot. Another thing I should mention is that I was also watching this movie with my parents. Why is this important? Well, they've never seen the movie either, so I'll also be sharing some of their thoughts. It took some convincing, but honestly what sold them was the fact that Megamind was voiced by Will Ferrell and Metro Man was voiced by Brad Pitt, two actors they're pretty familiar with. And with other prominent actors like Ben Stiller, Jonah Hill, and Tina Fey voicing other characters, I realized very early on that the voice acting is great, as well as the animation. I honestly had to double check that this came out in 2010 because it has aged so well. It's kind of unfortunate that they ended up making a TV show 15 years later without any of the voice actors and it looks like absolute shit, but we're not talking about that today. Let's get back to the movie. It is now the present day and Megamind is locked up in a cell while Metro Man is getting honored by the entire city with a Metro Man museum. This is where we're introduced to Roxanne, a news reporter, and her cameraman Hal. Now obviously going in, I've seen some of the big memes, so I kinda already knew these two characters were gonna be very important. One thing I didn't know, however, was the existence of this guy. This is Minion, Megamind's minion, and his first appearance is him kidnapping Roxanne. Yo, so I'm gonna be honest, I just completely lost interest in making this video, and I thought it would be best to just end it here rather than try to extend it 5 more minutes. Now hold up, we do have an ending to this video. I loved Megamind, the movie was great. If I had to rank it out of 10, I would probably give it a 9.5, but that's kind of the problem I realized with this video. Why should I spend my time making an 8-minute video when I can just say I like the movie? So not only do you get to save your time, but I get to save my time and work on even better videos for the main channel. By the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, the second channel, make sure to do so. I kind of want the silver play button, but y'all take care and keep an eye out on the main channel for videos just like this, but with things I care a little more about and with topics that are more interesting. For example, my first time watching One Piece or more stories like that quarantine video. All right, bye. Subscribe, bye.